Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second Friends Clash Tournament 35 cost Pauper Tournament. Tournament twice. Great. I already messed up. Thank you, everybody. I
We're back to
blame
being
my co-commentator, Var, and thank you for joining us in the early morning hours. I know it's hard to show up at this time, especially because, it can definitely be a little time consuming, but today it shouldn't take as long. And once again, I just want to give shout outs to everybody hosting the tournament: Grazlu, Jay, Nudge, Janikut, and thank you to the devs of FVF. Y'all are amazing.
We've got a hell of a few games ahead of us, mainly finals. And with the performance they've been showing up last time, are you losing it because they're all fucking named Jaden as well?
Is there any possibility, Grazlu, that we can put that on screen just so we can see what's going on in the
by any chance
going on in the Discord? And in our Discord, look in our Discord right now. In general, by the way, join the Friends Clash tournament. Even if you don't want to do the tournaments, it's a great place. A lot of people are always switching in and out, playing FBF at all times. It's a great place to be, great place to find new friends. I got my first piece of fan art, so that was pretty great.
You had? I did not hear about this.
Oh well. I don't.
It's just a legion of people named Jay, and it's all labeled Flash Bomb observers. Okay. I'm so happy that our level of bullying has only gone up. I think our production has gone up, actually, as a matter of fact.
I know, yeah, I think so. Don't ask them about. don't ask them about. There's our guys. These are people.
There's our contestants. We have JVJ today, and also for all the games.
Oh man, a lot of J's in chat today. You could be one of those J's too. Don't be afraid to join the server. Should be linked in the description.
The original is gone.
Outside of that, I believe that's that.
Jaden Owens for the Clash. J Dillion dollars. Final.
J Dillion billion dollars. And I believe
I need an image of you know the Jeb wins you were talking about yesterday. I need that before Jaden's Incineroar. Fucking over the US.
So if we still have our talented artists that decided to do that piece of fan art, quote unquote, because it was definitely more Jahara. it was more Jahara coded. If you would be so kind as to draw Jahara in this, and I'm posting it to our good friend Grazlu to put it up and see if he can do it. Draw Jahara in that pose with a funny tier list behind them or something.
We're off to a start.
Oh yeah, no, we're on a great start so far. But yeah, at this very moment, we are just waiting for everybody to kind of get into our little Grazlu lobby. They might be able to take the big $50 cash prize, which I was informed has more stakes than previously. I learned that our own streamer and tournament hoster, Grazlu, has to give half of the Grazlu Thug Finals money. So it's 25 from him, 25 from Jay. So that way he doesn't throw and bankrupt our favorite Incineroar Spike lover.
I personally though, I love the idea of just being yeah, we're gonna spend every bit of dollar that Jay's got left. I get
worse.
why we've made this, but again, I kind of wish it didn't, because it'd be really funny if next time we had a tourney, it's like we can't throw it because our main organizer who supplies the pot is too broke.
Where
I'm just saying, we had a racketeering off it, like we had a racketeering opportunity in front of us, and we failed to recognize it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, and not only that, but it is getting a little bit worse.
Dude.
The stream's only been started for about how long now? 5 minutes or so. We're off to a fantastic start.
Add more players. This is gonna get try. I love how quickly this is becoming a nightmare. I love it. I'm so happy.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. If they're all renamed to Jaden, how are we gonna add our players? Jaden already messing up. Actually, no, Grazlu already messing up. It's supposed to be Whisper and Skater, not Darko and Ewak.
Winners, losers, grand finals. Gotcha. Yeah, pretty sure our first game now is Whisper and Skater.
I'm a little worried.
What's got you worried? Are you afraid of the Halo infection going on right now?
Well, not only that, but this is going to be.
And you have to start running at people as a spy.
I don't want to think about turning into Jaden.
You don't want to think about turning into a spike player? I agree.
Poor spike players. They are the most honest players that this game can have, but that also
and honesty deserves to be kicked down into the road and ran over. That's not how things work.
They're still organizing right now, and they're all named Jaden. Can you rename? Can you rename the player cards as well? Instead of Whisper and Skater, we get Jaden and Jaden. No, I think that'd be going a little bit too far.
Jaden Hart Jaden.
We've definitely gotten out of hand. We've definitely gotten out of hand now.
I don't think we've gotten out of hand enough. I think we can go further. We spent an hour last time talking about Scooby-Doo. You think we won't go further?
It wasn't an hour? I didn't think it was an hour. Oh my goodness. Alright, so the upcoming strikes are Island and Reality. Every single time. We are never going to see a reality pick unless it's by somebody being a little less... What's the word? I can't think of it.
A little silly, a little funny by chance?
Conventional. A little less conventional.
Also, yeah, I was right. There has been this disruption with everyone being named Jaden 5 minutes before Tony starts. Oh, I'm gonna scream too.
I definitely think it could be worse.
No, I'm sure there's a way we could make it worse if we put our heads together.
But as it stands, we're going to see Skater's iconic rushdown style fighting Whisper. And I feel like we're actually going to see a bit of a counter pick going into the second round. Because at the moment, Whisper is on Newton. I believe we are going to see some Moose from Whisper, and Moose is kind of what they ran away with in the first scrim. There was a lot of Newton, but I really do feel like we're going to see some real vertical movement to kind of counter Skater's rushdown style. So let's see. Starting into the first match.
Although, then again, Whisper's a very, pick and laser from afar character. Okay. Okay. So, unfortunately, as much as I loved it, I would love it. These two players got their chance last
Right
time,
away.
and the organizers have
Right
decided to
away.
do it. As much as I want,
Did Whisper actually have a chance? I don't remember them getting a chance. And
they get a chance.
It's such a shame too, because we actually did, fun fact, make an entirely new deck just for Grazlu to use in case this happened. But at the moment,
and that deck was ass, so Grazlu's not using it.
It looks like we're not actually going to run the Grazlu finals. And for anybody,
finals will have to wait for new players.
And for anybody curious about that, okay, somebody tell them. Somebody tell them before. Are we just running this? I think we're just running it. I think we're just running it.
I can't tell. Yeah, I kind of. It didn't really look like you were playing, so.
You almost got hit by the train. You almost became another clip moment. But yes, at this very moment,
I'll give Brad a little bit more of the benefit if he got hit by a train. Like, not really trying a whole lot right now.
Fair. But at the same time, Skater also using all of their cards. I believe they wanted to kind of save a little bit more up here to try and play something way more aggressive against Grazlu here, but unfortunately using some of her banned cards, which is kind of the point, popping Silence and showing why it is such a terribly busted card.
I mean, there's a semi-decent chance actually that Skater takes this. This is alright, cool. If this was real, Skater would have gotten it. Unfortunately, Grazlu was not even remotely trying. So
were they informed?
Well, Grazlu is. He's here. Yeah. I don't think Skater was though. So
I don't. We might have to give a payout. That's why I kept saying we might have to give a payout because nobody informed them. That's why I kept saying we need to tell them. We need to tell them. Jay, and Jay in chat right now is saying my money, Grazlu. I think you should have been going for it. Do it again. There's gonna be a more serious fight for it.
The Grazlu rerun, yo. Never mind, Honor's on the line now. Finals are waiting. We got fuck finals.
But I tell you what. We might do another one.
You know what? Tell you what. Let's do that. I offer.
Let me.
At no will of my own. Double or nothing.
Double or nothing. That would be crazy in itself. Could you imagine winning the tournament and getting a double or nothing? I don't think Jay's wallet could handle that, let alone Grazlu's. I don't know what you do, Grazlu. I don't. Yeah, we're definitely gonna
Alright,
have
cool,
to.
back to finals. Alright, finals. Did Skater get the get the bounty? Who knows? Tune in next time to find out.
I am going to try and discuss this in chat. Just because that was a little bit of a give. That was our fault for not communicating it. But at the same time, I don't know. Grazlu Finals is supposed to be a boss fight, and he was standing there, not moving for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, the boss fight kind of glitched out a bit. They kind of had their pathing
much like Whisper on that first round, standing completely still. Jay is trying to be the humble man that he usually is, the spike player that we all aspire to be. But yeah. Grazlu is not standing for it.
Like I said, honor has long since been dead here, and it has been for the past year.
And Grazlu's trying to retain that honor. But you know what isn't being retained? The
Skater for life.
accuracy from energy drink, because every single time you take energy drink, you do get an accuracy and a fire rate buff. And unfortunately, even though Skater gets one every single round, it seems like they used it really, really poorly, and Whisper is kind of running away with this first round, no?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, Skater's kind of pushing in, Whisper's kind of prepared for it. Is the feel of it. It's like Skater's whole thing of I'm gonna hold W into you, and it usually works. Except Whisper has the counter every time so far, so it's working way more in Whisper's favor.
At what point does it feel like character luck and card luck versus actually just failing to recognize where you're making mistakes? Because right there,
that's up for viewer interpretation. That's like the something you get the review and like come up with your own solution.
I mean, right there.
They're still discussing the bounty. They're still.
Okay. Really quick. Jay, next map pick, next map strike, because you have to go in there anyway. You or Johnny. Ask Skater if they're willing to redo the money match. both are staying, and we're actually going to Island too, by the way.
Both stay Island. I mean, Island is a bit of a plus for Skater here because like you don't even really need energy drink. You can just walk to the opponent. Just go.
I really do think that's why we're gonna be seeing an Island, because even though it's really short and it really does play to a lot of characters' upsides, KT and Skater, their combo, their synergy, the energy drink, and just Skater's rushdown personality really does benefit. But Whisper showing me that I'm completely wrong here, just having to wait out the painkiller.
I'm surprised Whisper didn't actually like nuke, like as soon as seeing like damaging PK a little bit and just being like, all right, I win. Instead of going for the landmine, which may have been a misplay, honestly. Well, there's the nuke.
Yeah, a little bit. Whisper playing really defensively here and kind of having to take a lot of Skater's more aggressive tendencies just because, well, no jump is such a debilitating card. But Skater is playing really...
Whisper too. Don't want to have Pyro that round.
Is it just me, or is Skater moving more predictably than before?
It's kind of, I mean, I saw Whisper playing a few games beforehand. Then again, Whisper is taking that round, so it could be in the process of warming back up fully.
It's a little scary right now because even though this is the counter pick, Whisper is absolutely running away with this thing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the only way Whisper is going to get any healing from that Pyromania is if he gets lucky with Dice Bomb. And even Skater has to use Dice Bomb for a 1 in 7 chance of winning a round. And even then, Skater has his own Pyro as well. So that might as well just be like a match reset if it happens.
At that point, yeah, I'd say so. And right now we're going to be seeing... Never mind. I was going to say we're going to be seeing a Molebot standoff, but not this time. Skater absolutely whiffing all of their shots. I think the nerves are really getting to them. And Whisper absolutely running away with it. Again, are we going to see Skater get knocked down into losers? That's kind of a scary thought.
We just might, honestly. Because, yeah, I Whisper is just very much the kind of player who's just like, okay, if I know you're going to push into me, I not only will you be lasered down to like 50 in a second, but also I have like landmine, I have bombs, I have tin, I have like 15 different options to deal with this.
DJ Newton definitely does appeal to that type of play style as well, just because we talk about tier lists a lot. I'd say in the FVF community, we kind of talk about what characters are good, what are bad, what are best in some game modes.
Maybe to an annoying level.
If you're not as passionate, yeah, absolutely. And it looks like Skater's switching, and we're going to Island again.
Oh, Skater's pulling out the
interesting. We love seeing Cluster Jr. This is one of my favorite characters. Oh, I love
I
him
gotta,
so much.
I gotta bully you sometime. I gotta bully you more than I already do, actually.
Well, the last time you tried to bully me was when I was trying to get my Sable games, and you just decided to counterpick me on every character. You played Mick and Haru
I didn't
when I
realize.
was. You did it like 3-4 times.
Well, I can't help that Sable's designed in a way where, like, you just don't have fun unless you counterpick her. I was just picking the thing
I would not go that far. But we are going to be
Katana is
seeing.
fun for one round. Katana is not fun for a whole match.
I don't know. Katana's like as a weapon card doesn't seem to really be made for that type of stuff. And we're seeing kind of an interesting play, something a lot more passive than we have seen before from Skater. And Whisper just perfectly navigating around it. Skater's not really using the turrets to the best of his abilities right now, which is really unfortunate.
The parley the close in as well. Skater's gonna lay down like 3 turrets while they go. Or
see,
with
that's what I'm talking about. It's just not being played in its best scenarios. I don't think Skater is used to playing like this.
Oh, and that's
game.
That's that round.
Really, really unfortunate. I really don't think Skater was prepared to switch back to cluster.
Maybe it really depends on if he can get things together. A nuke to get rid of both turrets.
I would say so, and I was saying this earlier, that weapon swap and then disarm, yep. I was saying this earlier that Skater's a little bit... Wow, he ran away with that. 3-0.
That's
insane.
Skater being knocked down delivery.
I was gonna say earlier as well that Skater's cluster is a little more unconventional in its playstyle, because typically what you want to do as a cluster is kind of set up these turrets to either be oppressive or really defensive. And neither time we actually saw Skater either overplayed their hand and just put them in really bad positioning, or underplayed them to where they wouldn't have any effect.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting turn of events. Skater's been so strong so far, but absolutely ran away with it. And I believe on that as well, if we can get a look at it.
Ice Spike.
Yeah,
that
actually is really sad to see, because Skater was one of our invites. But at the same time, so was Whisper.
I mean, one of them had to push through.
We might be seeing an underdog story, though. I mean, at the same time, EWAC has absolutely been just clawing their way up losers as well. So
And
maybe they'll take some games off of Darko. Maybe they'll actually knock him out of the tournament, because, well, as much as we love Darko, we don't want to see him win everything, do we?
I don't know if Darko's gotten warmed up yet. So there's a decent, pretty like real chance, I feel, of Ewok here.
I would say so. I would say so. But at the same time, I was actually spectating, well, watching some of the games that Darko was warming up on, and it seems like he still has a really good mental and method. He was really turning it out, even against a deck and a character that he wasn't used to playing. I overall think this might go well either way, but personally, I'm voting for EWAC just so we don't see more Darko in finals. No offense, Darko. I'm just afraid you're always going to keep winning these.
Oh, hush. I think Whisper's got a pretty decent chance right now. Then again, I feel like, actually, I feel like Whisper's been practicing and training as much as he can since the last finals to really push Darko to his limits.
I can agree. And it's definitely something that benefits the other players a lot, being able to rest. I mean, granted, it's definitely not as big a gap of time as it was from our scrims and pools to now, but being able to just kind of reset that mental, any losses, any wins, and go in with a fresh face, fresh attitude, definitely helps a lot. But at the same time, maybe that's what got to Skater. Maybe now that he was able to take a little bit of a break and we're continuing on to the second part of the tournament, maybe his mental was just shot and he wasn't able to actually
I
build
think
up
Skater
all
just thought he
that.
was playing Jaden. I think he was just thought he was playing Jaden. It was like, this dude's free. I got it.
I mean, to be fair, from what I know, every single time Jaden has talked about fighting Skater, he always complains that he gets ran on and then loses instantly, silence card or not. So I get that.
I think that might have been Skater's mistake here. It was like, oh, no, I got it.
So it looks like we're going to be striking trucks and gas station. Thank goodness. I hate seeing gas station.
I don't know what's wrong with you. Weirdo ass Sable player.
I don't play Sable. I play Haru. I play Cluster. I'm grinding Sable.
Is that so?
Sable. Yes,
Is that so?
They're my most played characters. If you go to my profile right now, because they added that new.
If I don't check that, then it supports my argument. If I don't acknowledge it, it supports my argument.
I guess so. I guess so. I am the sad one egg individual.
You always will be. Whisper in chat, everybody pick gas, hell yeah! Oh boy. I don't know what's gonna happen with Skater. I can't tell. Genuinely. Alright. We've got Ewok v Darko, and Darko's not pulling out the leg up. Darko's sticking with the Mick. Darko's pretty damn iconic with the Leica, but
I would say so. I was a little sad because I was trying to inquire why they decided to switch off of Leica so late into the tournament, and I tried to dive deeper into it, but I think all I could get was Darko didn't feel like playing Leica anymore. And he just wants to play McRaver now. And you think like, oh, it's a counter pick. Oh, it's so that he can perform better. No, he didn't want to play as them anymore.
He didn't want to do.
And
Establishing all this meaning and shit to the things that just don't have it.
And right here we are seeing both of the strengths of Tin Man and Medicinal Herb coming into play, being some of the best cards in the game, especially when you want to prolong a fight. But unfortunately, Darko just had that extra foot up due to that medkit. I'm a little slow on today. I'm a little slow on the commentating today. Could you tell?
Well, nowhere near as slow as you were yesterday, at least.
Oh, come on now.
By like hour 4 or 5, I could tell you were like passing out at the stand.
I mean, to be fair, I definitely didn't want to miss anything that was going on in the first tournament, and evidently people wanted me around enough.
Oh, the swap into no scope actually. I always appreciate seeing the sniper get pulled out at high level. It's always usually like something fun and explosive happening.
I always love seeing people who are accuracy dynamos absolutely getting just destroyed, and Darko is not gonna get any help. And wow, Ewak absolutely nailing all the shots from that distance, even though Darko had that accuracy up. That right there was a reverse 3-0 because Darko had 2 up before that turnaround.
Yeah,
that was really good.
That nuke like won Ewok the game. because
Oh,
without
absolutely.
otherwise Darko would have gotten a full heal and just been able to just hold forward at him with Mick damage and Mick health and be like, all right, die, goodbye.
It's kind of interesting because even in chat here, people are saying Mick is just better in most situations. But
Yeah,
at the same time, if that's the case, what did we just see?
I mean, to be fair, I've also experienced this. Where I saw like Mick was like a whatever kind of character, I didn't really care, and then I spent like a bit, like maybe like 100 matches playing it. I was like, wow, actually, this character's like the freest character in the game. Actually,
No.
why did I have so much respect for this character? Like, no, actually, this character's like one of the least least honest in the game.
I need to say, I do need to say that unfortunately, I wouldn't say that he's the freest character in the game because we have we have Stevie Gull and Margarita.
Yeah, no, I would still say Mick is like free. Are you kidding me? I could just hold down W and mouse click and aim in their
You have to
general
have
direction.
you have to have good
Easy, free.
tracking, and range isn't as free as you'd want it to be, but you can definitely build a deck around it that makes it a lot easier. Speaking of making things a lot easier, the slow-mo into absolutely destroying Ewak for that first round. Darko isn't holding anything back, definitely giving a lot more respect to his opponent, but even more respect to his own skills.
Hey, look, landmines.
Don't we love landmine?
We love
destroying it and saving some space. Both players actually having to move in now. I believe Ewak might have jumped the gun on using that med kit. Darko on 1 HP, absolutely disappearing, but
I think that med kit is what helped Ewak secure the round, actually.
Maybe. I'd say it's up in the air, but at that same time, that was such a good shot and really good paying attention there. I mean, to be fair, at the same time, what are you gonna do? You know it's trap card because it just got buffed.
Well, yeah.
And nobody else this late.
A card that does nothing is really funny.
I mean, nobody
obviously
this late
that's the best decision to do. Jesus, ow.
Wow, that was really bad on Darko there, to be honest. He used Tin Man, Molebot, and he ended up using his sniper card. All really powerful cards that he needs to take rounds away. But it seems like he's definitely dropping a lot more than I'd expect him to. Ewak definitely trying to capitalize that on a lot more.
I'll probably wait out to 10 as well.
The worst part about this...
the game will resume in 1 second.
The worst part about this is that even though this is the set of events where Ewak doesn't have the shotgun anymore, I was going to say that Herb really does make a difference, but it looks like Darko, not wanting to lose a round on trucks, finally ends up taking his first round, and now we're 1-1.
Yeah. Darko... I can't talk. Darko being able to even the set, not bad from him, especially with popping out that. What is happening? Am I talking right now?
I tried to tell you. Maybe it's just because Sundays are usually a lot slower, but overall,
maybe
I think we're actually going to be in for a really interesting set. Everything so far has basically painted everything that would make a really good best of 5 set. And we're actually going to we're going to Thatcher. We're going to Thatchery.
Thatchery.
Thatcher.
Thatchery, cousin of Zatra. I think I said that last time, and then Zatra just like turned it into their name, and I was like, yeah, I agree. Thank you, Zatra.
Shout out to Zatra again in the Discord if you want to interact with us and hang out and play FVF.
Everyone type in thank you, Zatra.
Nobody type thank you, Zatra. Nobody thanks Zatra.
Everyone type in go away, Jaden.
He's a little too weird.
Which Jaden? I don't know. But tell one of them to go away.
But right away here, we are going into our third match here. Strong showings from both players right now. I really don't know where this is actually going to go for the third round of this tournament.
I also, speaking up, I see Jay in chat cheering on Darko. And all I can think of is like the fucking like old Nicky Jakey ass chant of like sophomores, yes we can. We're gonna go and kill a man.
I have no clue what you're talking about right now.
Good, that's the intended experience. Anyways, we are in theater, kind of just boxing each other out.
This was actually a really good pick because there's so much cover that McRaver has to go around, and from where that was a really good shot. And from where Ewak is standing, he's definitely gonna have to just box him out to win the round. And unfortunately, Darko not pulling out his inner Leica there and paying for the lack of character loyalty,
The health
taking
advantage
a loss.
Ewok is gonna help secure that round. And with an FK, that could be an issue. Darko kind of needs something. That landmine could pull something out. Then
Really,
again,
really
actually,
scary thing. Empty mag after the weapon change. Darko was not expecting that. Oh, Duck Anderson not having his medicinal herb and barely losing out to McRaver in that situation. We're seeing a mirror card, a dice bomb. It's going to explode. And Darko just took all the damage in the world when he really didn't need to. And that's dead. Not only a wasted card, but absolutely showing that there's some retreat in this bird of confidence.
That's an incredibly funny dice bomb. That dice bomb costed Darko so bad, especially because of the mirror. One teleported in, the other teleported them into the bomb.
And right there, we actually saw a really good use of Eco. Darko using the rest of his really good cards, only being down to about 5 more. And right here, we see Ewak just has everything at his disposal, except for a Tin Man. I have a feeling we're actually going to be seeing that landmine come into play.
There's a very real chance, because it's just a round ender in a lot of ways. Ewok popping off with the sticky bomb, but not realizing that like Darko's got 6 skin. He doesn't care. He can just kind of hold forward. He doesn't need to worry about landmine or sticky bomb or any kind of explosive right now.
To be fair, I think he forgot that too.
Oh, Armenia!
Really unfortunate. I don't think he wanted to use everything right there, and that actually ended up costing him the entire round. Despite what I was saying right there, unfortunately, at that last moment, we actually did see that Darko had a little bit more use in his cards than we had hoped for.
I mean, yeah, because using... Dude, what is up with my talking today? Jesus. I'm like freezing. I'm like stopping.
Freezing.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess I'm not warmed up, I guess.
How are you not warmed up? You just have to talk. Talk. I'm just kidding. I have to warm up a little bit too.
I guess
maybe if you think about it, maybe me not sleeping for like 20 hours at a time helps me talk a lot more. Maybe that's what you need to do.
I kind of doubt that. Based off personal experience, I don't think that's how that works for you or for me.
You would think so, but evidently enough, we definitely have.
No, evidently enough, we have way more evidence of it not working for you. We have a lot more evidence of it not working for you.
I'm not too sure. I don't think so. I think I sound perfectly fine talking when I'm sleep deprived. Going into the fourth round here,
I want
Darko
you to watch that last hour of the VOD. Please go watch all of it. Do not pry your eyes.
I'm not going to. But going into the fourth round here, we are going to be seeing Darko 2 and 1 up against our friend Ewak. And we are both staying, and they're both going to theater.
I love Fatry. I love it here. This is like my home.
Fatry. No, it's not. You said gas station's your home, liar.
Well, I have 2 homes, actually. I'm rich.
As soon as I spotted that sneaky little sniper from Darko, I knew that going nuke was going to be a mistake.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Don't pry yourself from Satri. This is my original home. This
If
is
you
where I
think
was
about
my
it,
home at launch.
if you think about it though, Ewak is on his tournament point right now. He has to pull something out, or else he's really gonna pay for it.
Dice bomb being unfortunately useless dice bomb, and oh, that Kimbo. Yeah, that Kimbo's gonna definitely be able to help contest the FK.
If you think about it though, Ewak has not used any of his cards. He's used 2 cards so far.
But I don't know if Ewak has anything good on him. It's the only issue. Ewak has to find a way to approach. I mean, I guess that teleport bomb's not a bad way. Although that swap might...
Really dangerous.
Although, did Darko miss that? Because Ewak fell through the
Darko
floor?
is missing a lot of these right now, and I can't tell if it's any type of latency issues, or he really is just flubbing so much. At the same time, how did Ewak not have any cards there? That was really interesting.
I kind of get the feeling that Ewak just didn't get anything that he needed. he just, like, last game, well, nothing. This...
Really unfortunate. And at the same time, it looked like Ewak just could not land the shots, and he would get countered in every single situation. I really do feel like Darko did get a little bit unlucky there.
Darko. You mean Ewak?
Ewak, my bad. Ewak.
Well, at least I'm not the only one saying stupid things.
At least I'm saying something.
Again, last hour of the VOD. Go rewatch. Go stare at it.
I don't think I need to.
No, I think you need to. I think
But up next,
required experience.
But up next, we are going to be seeing a Battle of Titans. Skater, who's basically just ran through this entire tournament without any type of comeuppance or roadblocks. Finally, all of his momentum being stopped after a break and going into the second part against Whisper, our other invite player. Now having to go up against Darko, knock down the losers, and he's really, really, really going to have to make a come up if he is going to actually take this tournament. Resetting bracket is no easy feat, and your mental can really start diving, but, well,
yeah.
He did win last time. He might win again.
Now, Darko's no stranger to having a tear up of a loser's run. Just like, it's very consistent for Darko. However, I also kind of want to see Skater get the rerun on Whisper. There's an interesting hierarchy here that can only really be played out in the next 2 matches.
I can only hope we'll be able to see it. We'll be able to actually view the tournament adaptation, but at the same time, I'm not too sure. We really will have to wait and see what happens from here on.
Yeah, that's fair. We've got to kind of consider a few things here.
I think you have to consider a few things. Thing 1, you're lame. Thing 2, we need to talk to Skater about the Graslu Thug Fightle. And then thing 3...
They're being talked about it at the time right now. Why do I need to consider that?
Are they talking about it right now?
They've been talking about it for like a minute.
Graslu, they're
You just said in chat that Jay, you suck ass at bartering.
I mean, I'm just saying Jay's a bit too soft. Jay gives away his money for free. I feel like if you ask him for his life savings, he might give it to you. But I think that's just any Spike player.
You know, you're right. Chivalry is dead. They haven't learned that yet.
Can we go say hi to Baba?
Also, I'm sorry to say, you're lame, Cringe Cat. Sorry to say. But this is much closer to Baba than I've ever wanted to be.
That's not true. We have his amazing card back.
No, okay, fine, but that doesn't mean I want to be, like, fused with him.
You don't want to be in Baba?
I do not want to be in Baba, yes.
That's a shame. So it looks like we are striking reality and gas station. I think I was saying last time that Skater will not play on reality. It doesn't seem like he likes playing on reality whatsoever. And Darko, I think, is the other half of our favorite map strikes. Because my favorite map is being stricken. Your favorite map is being stricken. We don't get to play anything we like.
Yeah. maybe it's an intentional spite. We'll see.
So let's see where we're going. Good old wheel.
And the Sautry. Brad. Scared of pulling him back out the KT. Swapping back off the rat, anyways.
Why are you being so
also,
mean?
did we not? How am I being mean? Also, did we not change the server or the region?
Let's give that a quick check. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to. Oh, man.
We did. Okay. Brad. Ban this map again for FC3.
Grazlu, once again, flexing on everybody, making sure that it is apparent where we are. I wonder if we are getting any server issues, stuff that might be impacting our competitors. Because that would be really, really tragic.
Maybe. I mean, we did start this tourney a little bit like a few hours later, just so that way people on my end of the coast don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. for this.
Only 7 a.m.? I think you're just a bit of a coward. Speaking of that,
I wonder
who we're going to be seeing hold back more, figuring as McRaver themselves are just a very, very in-your-face type of pressure character, and KT being KT, of course, starting with that really, really, I'd say borderline overpowered energy drink. But Darko showing that it does not phase him whatsoever, and he just absolutely dominates all of Skater's aggressive playstyle.
You just don't need to zoom in when you have that more accuracy in the sniper. You just aim in their general direction and it'll probably hit, but that landmine is gonna take a game for Darko.
Oh, good old landmine. Don't we love it?
Your favorite. I know it's your favorite Sable player.
Anything to win. Anything to win.
I guess that is the motto. Okay,
Really, really tragic. I think Skater panicked a little bit there and started throwing all their cards against McRaver's dual wielding aptitudes, and well, that'll be first round going to Darko. Really showing up on this tournament.
Well, what was that? That was a Kimbo Brass on the mic, then that was a Karatov from Skater, and then a landmine dropped in there somewhere. Then they both players.
I think what happened was Skater was trying to hit Pyro, but he might have fat fingered it and just barely hit his landmine.
Maybe.
At the same time, I can only help but wonder if you actually had a landmine in the middle of that. Pyro has such a strong healing effect that even though it's 140 damage, I feel like you'd be able to out heal it.
I mean,
it looks like both characters are sane, and we're going to Island.
I don't know if a Kimbo Brass can out damage it. I feel like it could, but I'm not entirely sure on it.
With a landmine, probably not. I think you just lose. But as it stands, I couldn't tell you. Right now, we are kind of winding down. Thank you, KT.
What?
Nothing. Right now, we're winding down to the final part of this tournament, and
I'm just saying, Jahara would have hit you with a baller line. Jahara would have hit you with one of the best lines you've ever heard.
Jahara would not have hit you with a baller.
Jahara would have hit you with, "Oh my god, I'm winning," and you would have been like, "Damn right, I agree."
No, I wouldn't have agreed whatsoever.
Hit your shit, queen.
That would have been like, Jahara, please shut up.
No, I'm sorry to say, Cringe Cat, you're wrong here.
Somebody needs to touch grass.
What?
See? You tell me Joara wouldn't, like, Joara's lines wouldn't be better than this?
No, they wouldn't be. I think they'd be worse.
I think that's coping at this point. I think there's just a part of you that doesn't want to admit it.
Speaking of worse comes worse, Skater using some of their best cards and getting taken to nuke, and Darko absolutely dominating.
The more accuracy on the nuke map, it's going to just close out that game with the help of
I feel like Darko can almost hear us, because whenever I start speaking like badly of him, he starts doing stuff like that, where he immediately wipes the other opponent.
I haven't seen an Akimbo sniper in a minute, actually.
That was commanding, and I actually saw him use that same combination on Jay and absolutely destroy him.
Yeah, that sounds like what should happen to a Spike player. Oh my god, I hate
You want to know the worst part? He's not even using Spike. He's not even playing Spike.
I can't believe he's a fraud like that.
Yeah, in the server, his name is Jaden Justice for Spike. And he's not
But
even.
he
Not even.
He won't even stick by it.
He won't even stick by it. No character loyalty whatsoever.
The biggest fraud of them all.
Absolutely depressing. And it looks like Skater's switching, and they're both going to trucks. Oh, goodness. Well, as I've said before, we are going to see something amazing happen. Because, again, Skater's use and just general play style, I don't know how much it's gonna couple with our good friend Cluster Jr. Maybe he might even be.
I'm interested because low key, I kind of like aggressive rat. Aggressive rat is pretty like funny to mess with. I'm losing edge.
You know we're not losing though. The amazing camera angles that we're getting right from Grazlu right now.
Your transitions have been stellar.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
We're going wild. Hi, Nick. Oh, the ult. I didn't realize the ult against the ice working.
This is really not good. Skater is definitely making a mistake with how they're choosing to play a lot of this, but Darko making a bigger mistake, missing that sticky bomb.
It's just kind of a pistol fight. Skater's gonna win out with the blur damage, actually.
Just barely.
The scramble winning out in Skater's favor.
It's really interesting too because we're actually seeing a lot more of a passive Darko here.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that Venom Bomb works the same way as a Smoke Bomb, where it actually cuts off the sightline for the turrets.
And Darko saying no you to the weapon swap. That's why I like it's keeping a disarm for Akimbo, because typically if you're using something that valuable, you end up actually getting it stolen more than less.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to space now. This could be bad for Skater. Never mind, it's favor. In matter.
And I think right there, that was curtains for Skater. As soon as we started going to Asteroid, did not matter. Game over.
That's 3-0 for Skater. For not Skater, it's Darko. Skater is knocked out.
I'm not too sure what happened. Darko was losing some games yesterday. He was definitely dropping, but now he's just absolutely running away with it.
Why is Jay in check? Oh, my Akimbo. Akimbo.
Very unfortunate. Skater giving one of the best tournament runs we've seen and not getting completely screwed over by a wheel. A wheel.
True. However, now I'm like 90% sure that we are... Okay, Skater's getting the Grazlu money?
Are we...
Well, I think so. I don't know. It's up to you guys to decide.
I will talk to Skater and see if I can convince anything here. because right now the whole reason we did do the half and half is so Grazlu didn't throw, but he was throwing because we were still setting up the first match.
Yeah.
So right now we are coming up to grand finals: Whisper
Now-
versus Darko.
I am 90% sure this is the exact same grand finals we had last time.
Is it?
No, it was Dark MMO. Never mind. Where have we seen Darko and Whisper then? Was it Scrims? It might have been Scrims, actually.
Darko is not a part of scrims because we want to give out the invitations. We like giving out the invitations.
I could have sworn I've seen Darko and Whisper somewhere. Actually, it was probably just this tourney where they fought, and I think Whisper knocked Darko down into the loser.
I am really worried. I am really worried. Because at the end of the day here, one of them is going to be going home with the second place, and one of them is going home the second Friends Clash tournament winner. And I'm kind of feeling like we're going to see a 2-in-a-row tourney win streak from Darko.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if Darko can not only win 6 games against, like, bracket reset and win the set against the person who knocked them down into losers in the first place, but as well come back from such a deficit.
And, you know, it's the worst because I feel like people always talk bad about this character. People always talk bad about this card, but Venom Eater Ciaro is actually an insane counter to McRaver, just because Poison Bullets plays such an integral part to his playstyle.
I don't think that's an insane counter to Mick. I feel like you're fine just not popping poison.
I mean,
I feel like that's the Mick where you just don't pop poison,
if you
okay.
pop poison, you lose so much value no matter what you play.
The secret, I guess, is popping present and hoping you get the one with poisonous.
Yeah, that could happen as well. I can imagine Darko is definitely taking a moment to himself, trying to get everything figured out, and heading into another grand finals.
Yeah. So we've got a bit of setup here. Oh no. I didn't realize you could talk to the bus driver. So what a guy. What a fella. I kind of forget.
To the bus driver?
Not on the roof.
He's a little freaky. I'm not a big fan of his head. His entire head area.
He's here. I mean, he's no like Animal Crossing captain, but he gets the job done.
I wouldn't even say that much. I'll be honest.
They did okay. They denied the offer for double.
Let me talk to them, Jay. No offense, you are terrible at bargaining.
Well, you want to pull Skater into the press box?
No, we don't need to pull him in. Just give me like 3 minutes. Because Jay's probably like, okay, so you won the match, but we still kind of want to have a proper match because he's probably like also giving him money per word. He's also like rubbing his feet. He's making him breakfast. He's like, oh, we're sorry. Oh, and Skater's like, oh, there's like nothing. There's no reason for me not to take this.
Meanwhile, you're gonna come at Skater with a sad, lonely waffle and a sad, lonely egg, and be like, hey,
I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. Because we would definitely love a show match. But at the same time, I can understand why. So at the moment, we are striking Thatchery and Gas Station. Once again, Gas Station not being put on the list. Thank God. Thank you, Darko. That's the one thing I can actually look forward to whenever you're making it this far in tourney. We're not going to be seeing any Gas Station. And it looks like we're heading to Pool Day. I am terrified. Pool Day is the ultimate 1v1 map. It's not something that people really know how to play on 100% of the time.
From this point on, If the Grassland Select Finals occur, they will be canceled for the sake of Grand Finals.
Yes, they will be. They will.
That has been decided.
You ready?
I mean, who knows if the bounty would even still apply right now? But you know, I've got to at least put that out there as organizers decided it.
So right now, right here, we're actually seeing Darko play a lot more of the range game against Newton, which is really weird. Also playing steel bullets to try and get as much damage as they can out of it. Actually ending up not getting much value whatsoever. Whisper's still ahead with a life lead. And Mirror Card being played. No asteroids, but we're getting the asteroid effect.
Well, we're getting the broken audio.
You can only hope. Whisper absolutely rotating to the wrong part of this gunfight, really losing out on positioning.
Because, like, honestly,
yeah, playing so many high-cost cards, and Darko losing out there. Maybe the nerve is getting to him. And see, right there, we are seeing a Poison Bullet Grasshopper really commanding combo.
It on Whisper's end, nonetheless, actually. It's kind of funny. Darko's holding on to Pyro, though, so there's a decent chance that, like, if they push in close, Darko could just win this. And I think Whisper knows that and doesn't want to give Whisper the chance. Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's really unfortunate.
Okay, he's ran into the fire. That landmine.
Good old. And the worst part is he actually got both of Pyromania and Karatov in the same card pool on that second round. So yeah. I don't know. I can't help but feel, man, this card combo. This card combo really does just win games in the worst ways possible, and it makes me really sad to see. Speaking of sad to see, both popping medkit and losing out on the round. Darko losing so many high-value cards.
Whisper pulling on the Molebot and a Dice Bomb for an explosion that will blind Whisper.
I don't think it actually blinded Whisper.
I think it did for a minute. Like, just a moment at least. A sticky from Whisper being whiffed. A sticky from Darko hitting!
Just barely, every single time.
That's gonna make the set 1-0 for Darko's favor.
Darko starting with not a commanding lead, but just enough to feel that oppressive force that you always see from this player.
Let's see. What's our next map now? What we've got up on the chopping block?
Truthfully, I couldn't tell you. Both of these players having preferred sightlines, preferred maps. I feel like it's gonna be bad, but at the same time,
both stay at gas station. Yeah. Although I'm not sure why we're going to it when it got strikes. Maybe it was just one player strike and not the other.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. But I mean, hey, you know what? I'm happy to see it. Gas station might go. Players are cheering for Whisper. Players are cheering for Darko. I'm cheering for gas station.
Newton definitely wanting to play more range here. Darko trying to bridge that gap. I feel like your best bet in every single situation here is to try and make sure you have as much distance as you can physically get away from Darko. Not wanting to reload, popping the extra Grasshopper.
Whisper can kind of box him out, and that Medkit and Barley is going to help build some more space and distance. Can Whisper hit the shots?
Just barely.
A bullet short. One bullet short.
Down to the last shot.
Kind of just scanning for both players right now. Kind of just a bit of neutral game. As I feel Whisper's got a bit of an advantage right now from the higher point. dropping in on Frozen Gun to do a bit of damage, and a Dice Bomb to hopefully disorient Darko a bit. It keeps coming down to one bullet. It keeps coming down to one bullet.
It really does show that both of these characters are that talented, but at the same time, it really.
Well, does anyone have a nuke?
Oh,
like,
great!
Now we actually have the FVF equivalent of like babies fighting right now. All right, cool. Whisper taking the engagement. Partly the wait out tin. Although the poison is still going to bleed through the tin a little bit anyways. Both healing up together. Sixskin, has one of them got a landmine stored up?
I really do think Whisper
Darko's on the back foot here.
Has the better advantage here. Even though we did see that Darko had that accuracy up, I just think Newton and herself are just more practiced in being able to absolutely destroy with a grasshopper.
Yeah, they're just really, really handy for any weapon. Just that default accuracy boost is just extremely nice to have. It just lets you like win out neutral so much more often. And like push with a health advantage a lot more. Darko's kind of on the back foot. With that FK taken away, he's just kind of like scanning a bit. Oh my god,
he's playing a lot more passive.
Dude, is this FK from CS:GO? Like what? How is it?
No, it's because it's Newton.
I know.
Is just that lethal.
CS:GO. Although Whisper's there we go. Okay, Whisper got the last bullet.
And right now we are on to another last match of the set. Come on, we can manage it. We can manage it.
I like Whisper throwing away the sticky, just be like, whatever. They pop 6 in, I'm just gonna do like 20 damage. I don't care. I'm just gonna get it out of my inventory now.
At this point, I would shoot the gas. I would shoot the oil pile to make sure they couldn't heal. I always say this, but if you really want to secure a round on gas station, you usually want to shoot that oil pile so that way your opponent can't heal off of it. Just like that.
Yeah. Oh wow. Darko's at least a bit for nuke, but it's not gonna matter too much. Whisper already at full.
And
Darko's
I believe that weapon card we're barely not seeing on the right of Darko's hand here is a Leica. So we're probably going to be seeing that to play the long game.
Actually. I think it's an Akimbo, actually.
You think so?
Yes. I knew it. I knew that card.
Oh, but Whisper being ready for it. Darko walking in the most predictable line possible and getting hit by it.
Yeah, a rare moment of the movement just being like a straight line. But Whisper's going to even the set to 1-1. Dodger is rooting for the winner. I agree.
Let's go, winner.
Let's go. Person who wins in like 10 minutes from now. What's our next map now? Get a word from both contestants.
We are trying to look into it. We are trying to know.
Also, I just realized. Wait, what did I leave my water? Wait, both stay on. Hold on, give me a moment. Give me a second.
Wait, are we going? We're going on island? Oh no.
Alright, cool.
Did you lose your water for a second?
I did. I left it in the other rooms.
I'm actually kind of getting. I'm actually kind of getting scared right now. Like both 1-1, both to the last match of the sets. Like that's insane.
These are incredibly close games.
And the worst part is that Darko's gonna have to reset bracket if he wants a chance to win here.
Which I'm not gonna complain about having more games to commentate. Yeah, unless it's 8 hours, but live and let die.
I doubt we're gonna. I'm pretty sure this game has a soft match limit, so I don't think we'll actually be running into that.
I think there's only. I don't think we will either. The med kid to immediately tank through it, and the dice bomb.
1 HP. That was so unlucky.
Ice Bomb give and take away. That medkit had the most value of any medkit I've ever seen in my life.
Unfortunately so, and Whisper kind of getting scared of Darko's approach here, a little strange.
They've got stuck with no jump, so their movement is kind of hurt. The teleport jump kind of helped a bit, but yeah, that boomstick is just going to clean up.
I also think that was a really weird play from Whisper, because why would you play Shotgun, a power weapon, in such an already powerful scenario?
Like I said, securing the round, I think, is always worth it. I think it's always worth playing the card if it means securing the round.
Speaking of, Darko playing a lot of his accuracy cards, but not paying out here. Is his counter pick actually going to go against him here? If I were Whisper, yep, thick skin right there. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. That's in the camera. That's going to melt down Whisper. Especially with the big heads.
Especially with big heads.
All those shots. All those shots.
Here we are again. Match point. Let's keep it going.
Out. Darko popping with 6 skin. Darko's got a landmine in his back pocket. Whisper's got to be careful. Maybe hover Parley. 10. Oh, the Karatov!
Darko not thinking about the Karatov and absolutely standing still for no reason whatsoever. Darko is not paying attention. And Whisper taking a game up.
I think the Karatov got covered by the Parley.
Absolutely insane. What is going to happen?
That's the one instance you can still be hurt during Parley. Aside from, like, poison, I guess.
I suppose so. It really, this is really coming down to the wire right now. And me, personally, I'm getting very excited. I am getting very, very excited.
Yeah. They're like, sparks are flying tonight. Well, this morning. Oh, I'm saying tonight.
I'd be lying if I'd be lying if I said I wasn't voting against our tourney favorite, our favorite to win, Darko. Whisper coming all the way from Invitationals. I am absolutely rooting for a win from not only an up-and-comer, but somebody...
That's a very handy map for Darko to have right now.
Maybe so, but it just takes a couple bad card pulls, and that could be your tournament life. And at the same time, Darko has to win 4 more times.
God.
I still am in complete disbelief that Darko just did not move.
Yeah, he just didn't realize it got played in the Parley. He was like, well, Parley, whatever. I'm just going to stare at them from up top. With the mirror card, actually, what's going to be mirrored? 2 landmines. That could have been disastrous, actually, for Whisper. That could have been disastrous for both players, actually.
Using medkit early, and Darko using his own medkit and dying to sticky bomb because he stood still thinking about the card pick.
That disarm to put away that, although the health event just may be a bit much right now.
Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate.
The shotgun could... The smoke bomb? Unfortunately,
looking for the Pyromania, and Darko just gave Whisper this round. Whisper with a better card economy, and Darko barely having anything. This is turning point for Darko. The motherfucking Tin Man.
And there's a landmine. I don't know where that landmine went.
Whisper playing a little too aggressive, maybe. Darko absolutely walking away with it and not wanting to lose the round. Get a straight 3-0 on Whisper here. Playing way too aggressive.
This is not great for Darko. He's got to find a way to close the distance.
Oh, wow. He nailed every single shot and 1 bullet away, but unfortunately just didn't land it. Darko now hitting his power cards.
Both immediately starting off with poison, because why wouldn't you? What, responding in kind of a Tin Man? Oh, jeez. Whisper's low. Darko bringing it back.
And match point, both 404. I'm seeing a no jump immediately here. Yep,
Dude,
and
I'm
Darko.
On Darko's end.
Oh, my stream's lagging. My stream's lagging. Let me see that. Let me see that. Come on.
Parley, a game will resume in 3 seconds.
I believe that Whisper's
Hey.
gonna play a little too aggressive and walk straight into that akimbo.
They just swapped hiding places. However, Whisper knows that Darko's got something in their back pocket. They're just kind of playing the game. They're waiting him out. Darko's one shot in the parley.
Whisper choking really bad here.
That parley might have saved them. Well, for just finding a way to play run it.
And that is the winner for Friends Clash Tournament 2 35 card popper tournament. Holy wow! The ultimate upset.
Congrats, Whisper. You are officially the king of poverty, and hold your Burger King crown high. You've heard it.
Darko absolutely regretting that moment where he stood completely still. I can feel it. Congratulations. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. God, you love to see it. Whisper pulling out all the stops, and yeah, he played his cards and played his hand night in the just the right way he needed.
So let's see if we can get anything. Let's see if we can get a quick interview at the same time. Skater, you and I have to have a quick conversation.
Are we doing this? Oh my god. I think we're getting word now in the contestants interviews.
Getting word. Darko being the humble man that he is, as always. I wonder if we're gonna get anybody in here really quick. Oh,
I gotta get up. Oh,
here we are. Whisper. I can hear the adrenaline in your voice just from that quick introduction. How are you feeling, Whisper?
You don't know how much.
I did not expect to get this far.
You don't know how much it fucked me up seeing like Whisper come in and then seeing the name Jaden.
We're all Jaden.
Yeah, at the moment we're all Jaden. I'm Jaden. They're Jaden. Is there any other Jadens I should know about? No, but for real, you played out of your mind. Way better than I expected. No offense.
No.
Because I have played against you and I've actually taken a lot of games off of you. Just remembering like our 1-on-1s and 2v2s. Like we would go back and forth. Like I always had you in my mind as that Moose player. But you really showed up to this tournament and absolutely ran everything, everybody, just complete streak from invite all the way to grand finals.
It's definitely something you should be proud of.
How do you feel?
I was really excited to win. I thought I was gonna have to go. I thought I was gonna have to go Moose more, but Newton played out fine.
I keep wanting. Go ahead, Bar.
I think it makes sense because it allows you to just waver down a Mick as they approach and just really win out with that health advantage.
Yeah, I had the Newton in mind for Leica because I knew I was fighting Darko, so I had to think of something.
See,
and Stevie was banned, so
we don't talk about Stevie. What blows my mind is the fact that people usually write off DJ Newton. I'm not too sure why, but for any of you who haven't played this character, who have never given them a chance because their voice was annoying or other traits look even better, some of them are, but really, this is the top tier that you play if you want to absolutely devastate. Any range, any interaction, any weapon, except for maybe katana, you're going to be seeing just something amazing as we saw today.
you shoot every weapon like a laser.
Even then, I think katana is kind of funny with Newton. It just magnetizes to the head.
Does
you
it?
Just get free. You just kind of get like free 60 damage.
Is it? Really? I didn't
popped
know.
it a few times. It feels like that. It really does.
That's interesting. I never would have thought. Well, can we get some introspection? Can we get some strategy?
Like my process throughout this entire tournament, or
More so that and what you were thinking during the set with Darko here.
with Darko, I was like praying we didn't go to small maps because it's Mick. And I knew a lot of the times he popped poison, that was gonna have to be like a give round if I didn't have Mobot, which most of the time I didn't. So Mick is just really strong when it comes to just getting close or playing elements like Vamp, Poison, and more accuracy. So I just tried to play as far back as possible until I had like Boomstick. And then on Island, the Parlay Molly cheese kind of was unfortunate.
See,
but
I don't think that was a cheese. You and him both have enough experience to know that if you were to just walk into that, it would do damage, because Molly is one of the only cards that does damage in Parlay, along with Parlay being kind of a stupid card that doesn't always work all the time. I'm surprised he might have just missed it, or he might have just thought it wouldn't do anything. I really can't tell.
it looked like it burned him. It looked like it was invisible on my screen, at least. There was no fire where he was standing.
Well, it is fire damage, so you know how that goes.
Fire has never been reliable in this game since day one, so it's whatever.
Yeah. Fire has never worked once, and that's part of the appeal.
Well, is there anything you'd like to say? Any words of advice, any wisdom, anything you'd want to say people wanting to give this game a try?
I would definitely try it out. If you get the game, play it with your friends first, because public matchmaking is terrible. If you fight people like everybody in this tournament, you just don't get a chance. Game's fun. Play it with your friends first. Don't keep matchmaking. It's not worth it.
True. Don't just go into queue. You're gonna go up against like someone who play silence on you, and like this game sucks. Actually.
And on top of that, if I may add, if you have a hard time finding people to play with, for real, the Brainwash Discord is linked on the game's main menu. And right now, for anybody watching at home who doesn't have anybody to play with, Friends Clash server, so many friendly people, so many nice people. I've never had such a good time all around playing this game. But yeah, unless there's any parting words you want to leave us with.
Parting words, I guess I'll just say hey Jar and then end it there.
No shout outs, no anything. All right.
No. Shout out to everybody playing. GG's to everybody.
Before you go, can you please give me an oh my god, I've won?
Oh my god, I'm winning. All right.
Thank you.
I'm leaving.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm gonna start playing Jawara more to spite you.
It doesn't even do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't, but it causes mental damage, and I think that's the most valuable kind of damage.
All right. Well, coming up to our next interviewer, our next interviewee, whenever they are ready, we have Darko. Here we are. Darko.
Hello again.
The fan favorite, the one prophesized to win, who just came up a little short today. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. I mean, I would like to win that last one, so we can reset and play another match. But
I was hoping for the bracket reset.
And I played a lot of matches, so I had a great time. Yeah.
I'm happy here.
This was so high level. This was amazing. This tournament.
Do you feel like it went better than the Dale tournament?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, organization wise and on competition, the players were we all improved. I think. So it's a higher level at this point.
Do you feel like
it can go on like for a while? We can get much higher. The skill ceiling is is yet to be reached.
See, I was gonna say, do you feel like it was just an entirely different echelon compared to last time in last tournament? Like, do you feel like people were just
Wait,
on
echelon?
just a completely different level?
Well, maybe. It's been like a month, and it's more than enough to new players to improve and have new faces. And there were a lot of sleepers, right? That we didn't knew before and played amazingly. So yeah, I think that the level is higher this time.
And I'm actually surprised at your overall mood coming into this. You seem you've always been the humble personality. You've always, had such a positive outlook on everything. But I definitely didn't expect you to be in here and be like, man, I lost, but I feel great. I feel
No,
fantastic.
this is great for the community. I mean, if I win, I win again. It's like, okay, this tournament doesn't have any interest. This is great for the community. We have a new champion, and seriously, and we are here first and foremost for the fun. I think
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
playing at such a high level. I mean, I'm not shaking in a regular match, but in this in this situation, it's just oh my goodness. I don't know.
And you're still walking away
it's
with
a
like the second prize spot as well.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's a pretty nice, sizable like prize pot. And
I think you get to be happy on a personal
Nice.
level about taking Jay's money.
Stop roasting Jaden. I
No,
know
never.
that's national
Never.
sport,
We'll never stop.
our favorite,
Okay,
that's our
with that
favorite
money,
pastime.
I think I'll buy Chains Together to play with Jacob. You should join too. Chain Together. Go play it. No. Go play Friends versus Friends. What am I talking about?
For real, play Friends versus Friends. It goes
know
on
what?
sale. It's a fun game. It's cheap. Really support the
Go
devs.
games,
It's such
actually,
a
as
blast,
a
and
whole.
this is getting better and better. The whole community, the top level players.
Oh yeah, but I suppose, is there any parting words, any real introspections you wanted to give? Any comments about your own gameplay?
I couldn't play like it. I did agreed like a run on round robins, but on the tournament I was just I started strong, and then I lost focus. I couldn't hit any shot. I feel bad. I feel like kind of sad for that because like it's my man. But I had to switch to to Mika, so I had much more room to make mistakes, I think.
You think next tournament you're gonna host a Leica?
I don't know. Let's we have to see for that one.
I think I'm just saying. I think that would be a really nice power play.
Yeah,
Just-
I know,
just-
but we are here also for playing the most matches we can. And if you don't have the focus to play like that, you have to switch it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it kind of got said earlier, but something that stood out to me was that you swapped off the Leica, and we were like, oh, maybe he thinks like, oh, Mick is just like better for the situation right now, or like, oh, 1v1 right now, like is just getting switched off. No, actually, it was just that like you just want to play Mick. You're just like, no, actually, I just want to play this character now.
Yeah, I was saying because I was talking to you a little bit before the start, and I was like, "Hey, why'd you switch off Leica?" And he's like, "Oh, I just didn't want to play Leica anymore. I wanted to play Mick." I'm like, "Oh, okay." It's like fair enough, Darko.
I don't want to play like anymore. Mick is my new best man.
Friendship ended with like Mick is my new best friend.
Yeah, I'll send you that. Look at the Discord.
Oh.
But yeah. Oh, the meme with the skater is also great. Okay.
Can we get this? Can we get this pulled up?
Yeah. What? Also, Mick is a lot of fun too.
Oh, he's busted.
Yeah, he's busted.
I need I need someone to make the same exact image, except it just says Jaden for all 3 names.
Friendship. Now I have a lot of Jadens to choose as my duo.
Yeah.
Friendship
Excellent.
ended with Jaden. Now Jaden is my best friend. He's my new duo. we can do that too. Oh, Jaden!
Well, we're gonna
Jaden. I
find
like this Jaden with the red name. I think I'm
the
going
day
to
the community finds out how to mod this game. People are gonna find a way to replace the text file so every character is named Jaden.
We need Jaden mode in the game.
And fun fact, that's actually a real picture of a Darko doing a handshake with Mick Raver.
With me, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that
It's
was
sorry to
true.
dox
the
it.
happiest day of my life. Oh.
Met him. That's Darko, real.
with my
But,
with my beloved main.
But if there's no other departing words, then we'd be very happy to help.
The thing is, yeah, by the burden, I was hoping to lose earlier, so I could maybe join you both on the commentating section, but it didn't happen.
Oh, I would love to have you on the commentating panel here. That would
I'd like to
definitely
put
be a good time.
my teeth on commentating.
Okay, cool.
It would be having so much.
We'll
fun.
get you on a
Just in earlier.
scrims. I'll get you on a scrims panel. We'll talk about it later. We'll get you on a
Oh
scrims.
yeah. That would be great.
But for now, very happy to have you, Darko. You've been such a joy to have throughout this entire tournament, and you have a very nice one. And congratulations.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Now get out of here.
See you, Darko. Go bully Jaden a bit more for me.
And up next we have.
Yes. We're pulling Skater in here.
Oh man.
We're Skater in here for the bounty. Also, don't worry, Thatcha. Jaden is getting their Jaden's getting their dues into the interview box soon.
Oh no, I'm not excited for Jahara to show up more. I know it's gonna be the community meme now.
It's gonna be so much. I can't wait.
Stop gambling! I can stop winning! I can stop winning!
God.
How are you
I'm-
feeling, Skater? You have such a good, positive attitude coming in here. I love it.
Listen. Honestly, I didn't expect much. I don't know if the story of how I got into this tournament. Basically, because of this player, Mr. McPablo, decided to go away, or like he couldn't play. I got a slot, but like I was just 1 point shy. So I managed to enter without any confidence on myself, because first I have Resu, then I have Toggle, and then I have Us. And I says, okay, I'm gonna go into the fucking losers bracket.
Really stacked.
I was not going to win, and the moment you said, "Wow, I won!" Before I knew it, I was already in 3rd place. It was like, how did this happen? How I'm winning this?
I absolutely adore this attitude, and we actually just put up the meme that was just made of the
I'm
3rd
just
place.
so ecstatic. I don't know. I'm just so happy I managed to get this far. If you were checking out the Discord and everything, I was just in a really pessimistic state, saying, I'm just cooked. I'm just gonna play one game, die. Second game, die. There. That's all my participation in this tournament. I'm out. See you all.
You'd be having such a hell of a run.
Ever since I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been fighting for you to do one of these. I've been absolutely like throwing punches to make sure you got into one of these, because I could not tell you how much I hated that wheel. And I remember multiple people, including Jay, saying, "Oh yeah, Skater's actually been grinding really, really bad just to kind of, make it all the way through this. Yeah, Skater's been working really hard, and then he gets screwed over to the wheel, and I'm like, that's never happening again. And I'm making sure Skater is on that invite list.
They didn't Grendel like that.
He's making it in here.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you always think that you are always gonna get a chance next time, then you cannot be like really mad about that. And also, just playing is like a very fucking fun. That's why I have 1,000 hours in this game, not for no other reason.
You have 1,000 hours. Wow.
I can show you. I have 1,000 hours in this game.
That's insane.
I believe it.
Oh,
The game
man.
just hits right. There's a reason that
Yeah,
this is like
it's,
the only multiplayer game I
it-
played for consistently for a year.
It ended up being my comfy game eventually. So yeah, I'm very glad to participate. I was able to participate in this tournament. And very glad that I made it this far. It's like I can't fucking believe it. I'm ecstatic. You know what I mean? I was saying I'm be pleasantly surprised if I go over 4, but I'm not gonna be mad if I just immediately lose. You know?
I mean, I imagine that's. I'm sorry. I'm just like completely taken aback by this amazing, just like energy you brought in here. Do you mind? Do you mind if I pose a question to you?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So our interactions have kind of been spotty here and there outside of these tournaments. So I'm gonna ask a question tournament perspective wise, and then I'm going to ask a personal question. Not too personal, but like something I've been curious about. So since your characters are so rush down focused and so in your face, why was Cluster your backup character?
If I'm gonna be honest, Cluster was a little bit of an acquired taste. See, I used to play this game when we only had 10 characters and when Cluster was the 11th one. And I'm gonna say, I do like rats a little bit. If you notice on my profile pic, I says, oh, okay, I got to main this guy. There's no other way. I started playing that guy and says, oh my god, this passive sucks. And then I went, hold on a second. Hold on.
You know what? I remember you talking about this actually in this Discord. You constantly like, this character sucks.
Yeah, this character sucks. I'm not gonna talk to this character anymore. I'm going back to Mick. And then I just wait, hold on a second. Okay, I can cope with this. And I started to use main Cluster, and right now I'm trying to go with before I know it, I'm going with the 10k games to Cluster.
10k, wow.
Listen, I'm still very far away, but I'm gonna try my best.
I know someone else who's shooting for 10,000 games with Haru, so I wish you luck in that.
Yeah, eventually it's going to happen. Maybe if it doesn't, then it's gonna happen after a hiatus. But a hiatus, I don't know how do you say that word. After a long time, a long pause. But I'm gonna try to grind for that.
Okay, nice. And I guess my personal question is, what is your thought process behind your turret placements? Because something I've noticed about your gameplay, even I'd have to guess like 200 hours ago, judging by how much you pour into this game. I noticed that your turret placements are a little strange, to say the least. I was curious about what really makes you want to play them where you play them, because it seems like they cover such strange angles, and they didn't really pan out for you in this tournament.
I mean, yeah. The thing about the turrets, what you need to use them, you can use it in two ways. Use the first one is using to camp a little area. You just stand over there, but then you have the problem of being attacked by multiple troubles. You can be carrot top, you can be use a nuke, you can use everything. So what I tend to do, maybe in these last games didn't pan out so well. Try to bring the turrets to the opponent. You need to put it like in zones where he already have been. so they back down, they backpedal, they need to work their way back. In small maps, this works. In bigger maps, not so much. And there were moments where I was putting them only to check from where they coming from. For example, if you're in Subway, what I tend to do is put the mode mode and then put the 2 turrets. I don't do that to do damage per se or like do something, but I use it for information. So if I see that the turret is being shot, okay, I know they are coming from this side. Now I'm gonna be prepared. And that's a little bit of the riffraff of the turrets. That's how you try to place it down, you know. But as usual, that's an alternative way to use it. But the way I like to use it is a little bit of how I use it in the first game with Resu, or I think the second game, where I was on island. I simply just put it in zones where like they cover the most ground, and that forces them to start to backpedaling.
See, I can definitely agree with that. I personally prefer the more aggressive cluster plays because it definitely gives a lot more freedom and kind of pressures your opponent a lot more. And I guess the reason why I ask is because your turret placements are just it kind of makes it easy for your opponent to switch their attention. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Well, like easy to like switch to that and then back to you, not like a hard decision case. You know, like it's just a me thing though. This is me.
It is. I will say, Rushdown Cluster is something I like seeing in play. It's usually fun seeing like how you just manage a card very quickly until you play Silence on me, and then I'm like, never mind. Actually, I want to leave.
Yeah, that's something that ended up happening in the tournament, and it happened also in the round robins. I equipped Thick Skin. I was going to do makeshift SDD. And I said, okay, yeah. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna put my landmine.
I mean, we saw you do that a few times.
I realized I put a turret. Fuck.
We saw you did do makeshift SDD a few times.
Yeah, it did help with it did help with QT a little bit more. But with Cluster, I did with at least twice in this whole process. One in the round province and now one in the tournament.
I did see that.
Something I also want to point out is that on stream we have like your Steam profile up on it. Well, it's gone.
Yes.
One, Madarat Dead profile picture. Good taste. B, I'm in the Discord. 134 hours recent. Like you put a week worth of time over the course of the past 2 weeks. That's insane.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm gonna say that I do keep the game open on idle when I do something else, like right now. So sometimes those hours light a little bit. I will say that from those hours, about 70% are actually playthrough. The other time is like I just keep the game open. Am I gonna play? Hell no! I'm just gonna watch YouTube right now.
Oh, he farms hours.
He farms hours. He's not a real player.
But as we can see, absolutely a very real player. Well, I suppose...
yeah, as a closing, I'm very happy about the result. I'm very happy about winning against Graslo as well.
I love the drama this has caused. I adore it so much with all my heart.
So this has been a very big point of contention. I was going to argue it. I was going to talk to you about it, but your just utter unbeatable personality is making me reconsider. But I suppose so that way Graslu doesn't hunt me down in every game and make sure I can't play anymore. What is there any possibility that you would be willing to run another one with Graslu, just because we were while that was happening, a lot of us were basically going like, "Oh, this is the finals. I don't think we're gonna run any of the Graslu finals in finals. If it does, it gets shut down." And I was like, "Oh, if that's the case, somebody tell him. Somebody tell him." And nobody told you. So Graslu was just kind of sitting there. We've been really in the middle on where to call it, which is why we kind of wanted to come to you about it. And I know Jay is terrible at negotiating. He'd probably go in for like a cup of water and then he'd like sell his house. Like he's really bad at negotiating. So I just wanted to ask: is there any type of way that you'd want to do it again, possibly?
Okay, here's the thing. I see. I just took the game very seriously. I didn't even notice he was like a AFK because of okay, he was in the spawn, but I didn't know if he was like over there waiting or not. But at the same time, it was still a 2-3, and it still was because I got like a very lucky cards, I'll say. At least in the 2-2, it was like just had the cards I needed to assure that. So I could do it for like for showmanship, but I'm gonna be honest. I really want this bounty.
As scuffed as it was, I mean, you know what? You're. I agree. Just take it and run. I think it's way funnier for like everyone involved if you just take it and you're like, all right, got it, out, I'm out. But
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can do it for fun. You are gonna destroy me. I know about that, Graslu. You know that. Even though I can toot my own horn and says, "Oh, I got third in this tournament," by no means a great player. And you have won. How many tournaments have you won, Graslu, at this point? Like 4 or 5? But yeah, we already have 2 confirmed tournaments where Graslu won. He got carbacks to prove it. he 6 tournaments in total. Versus 3rd placing in this fun little tournament. So I don't know. Just for like symbolic victory, we can fight. But I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get destroyed.
And then I guess if that's everything, yeah. Is there any parting words?
Parting word.
What am I hearing? Why am I hearing like stock nursery rhyme?
Someone is cooking over there. That's an alarm.
Oh, she's ready.
It was my alarm to remind me to eat because I never eat.
Okay, well, I'm glad you had that, and it also blindsided me.
In that case, the parting words are, well, thank you for the support of everyone. Friends that don't play FPF know about this. Friends that play FPF know about this as well. If some of them are hearing, thank you for the support. Thank you for my family as well. And if for some reason you are watching this tournament and you don't have FPF, go get FPF because it's a great game. I'm telling everyone.
I know, appreciate your positivity. It's such a nice change of pace. I adore it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And usually I'm not this bombastic, but I guess I'm just I don't know. It's speaking to public, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose with that, thank you, Skater, for joining us. I did my best to convince you, and next time I'll be a lot more heavy-handed with it. So you watch out.
You can see me with a funny little bag of money behind me running away.
But for the time being, I guess that's everything. Thank you for joining us, and Skater,
Yes.
get out of here.
Bye.
So aggressive. So wrong.
No, I'm nice. I know I'm nice. And I suppose after that, we only have one more. Interviews are done, everybody.
With our key organizers.
It's only our tournament organizers, Jaden and Jenica. So
Right.
while all of those gentlemen join us, I am going to use the bathroom because I need the bathroom really, really, really bad.
Gotcha. Let's get Jaden 1 and Jaden 2 in here. I actually no, Jenny swapped off the bit on. Never mind. All right, let's get Jaden and Jenny in here now. How'd you manage that? It's like the FDF equivalent of like a bottle flip. That's incredible. Jaden, Jenny.
I'm gonna fucking bone with the commentators right now. The amount of shit I ate this whole tournament from both of you. I swear to God, I'm gonna fire both of you.
We're gonna do it again.
God, I pay you guys too? What?
Yeah.
Fucking hostile work conditions.
Listen, it's really funny.
Yeah, I know. It's just a lot of the times at my expense, but whatever.
I'm just saying, a lot of it wouldn't be as deserved if you weren't Spike player.
Yeah, sure. FEF Dabs, you're watching. Buff my main, please. He's Garbo. And he didn't get anything. Nothing happened. An expensive update.
I love it. I love it so much.
What, seeing me sad or seeing... or that Spike's just a troll?
I mix it both, really.
Okay.
I mix it
Well,
Jaden suffering.
This was certainly a very fun tournament to watch.
It was amazing.
Not even just from the perspective of like finals and grand finals, but like the whole tournament process of round robins, like a lot more hands-off approach to the format, letting players actually take the time to play at their own like specific time, since I know that like, hey, let's all get together on Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern isn't always ideal for everyone. So we wanted to give time for people to do round robins, just let everyone participate. Obviously, you'll have some people who just don't play matches, which is kind of annoying, but the important thing is that we didn't have people getting screwed over by like a lottery system. As we said with the previous interview with Skater, he was very much grinding to get into the Dale tournament, only to then get shut out.
Yeah. I mean, a wheel system is certainly in line with the spirit of FEF, but also maybe not the best.
Yeah,
At the very least.
I know they say don't reinvent the wheel, but fucking the wheel does not serve its purpose here.
Are we talking about the wheel?
I've had a ton of fun commentating this tournament. I've gone insane on the mic, and I think I've put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, despite both of you fucking shit talking half the tournament, and me wanting to just barge in there and be like, okay, enough.
It's been great, and I'm gonna do it again.
I will say a special thanks to everybody in the group pools, because they were made successfully. There weren't almost any problems. I was really surprised that everybody in the community was able to do their matches, and like who wanted to participate. And
I didn't have any doubt in my mind. I knew it was gonna work like a charm. Everybody here, honest, 110%, and it was absolutely fantastic knowing that pools would go just as good as it happened to go.
There were some small hiccups, mainly
You're a hiccup.
people forgetting about some of the rules that we had for round robins versus the tournament. I mean, I will make sure next time when we do the third Friends Clash to try to copy edit down the rules so that they're a little easier on the eyes, since it is a giant wall of text. And there are many points where people will be like, I didn't know that was in the rules. And I'm like, it's the first bullet point. And I literally asked you in the forum, did you read everything?
I didn't realize it was if I don't read it, then I don't have to acknowledge it. If I don't read it, it helps my point.
This is literally why I need to start. I was like, do I need to fucking make like a pop quiz in the fucking and when you enter?
Yeah, but
I think just making it a little simpler on the eyes and just more easier to read. Like, because I think there should be like a more formal rule book that we have, and then like for the form and stuff, it should just be much more streamlined, which is I think what we'll be doing for Friends Class 3.
Sounds good.
Oh, there are a lot of plans for Friends Clash number 3.
Yeah.
a lot of plans, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we know one of them. We have our idea for our next journey, but
Yeah,
I'm
do
not aware of past that.
Oh, there's
I-
also extra ideas, but we can announce that it's planned that the next journey will actually be the OG.
Oh, the
Roberto
original
only
Friends
tournaments.
Class tournament idea.
It's
so
Roberto. It's
we're
Roberto
doing-
season.
Yep, we're gonna get a Roberto only tournament, which means because the developers took the time to fix the bug where Roberto, if he copied Margarita Cola's passive, he would just have it for the whole game. Which I mean, you can't really plan for that to happen, but if it does happen to one side and not the other, it's just really
That's
unfair.
an insane advantage.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of chaos, and everyone will have a different passive every round, and it will be exciting.
Yep, and
And
we're
we'll
probably gonna.
Be adapting, very adaptive players.
And we'll get to see why we banned Marge and Stevie. Mainly
Well,
Stevie.
I guess
You
mainly
will be
Stevie.
able-
It's hard to with Roberto to plan for a Margarita. You wouldn't really bring a Margarita deck with like out her passive. I mean, I guess it's just a red centric deck. It's not that special.
Could you imagine though?
The person
Did
who's
you-
like
did
fiending Kala the whole game.
They're
Literally-
building into Kala the entire time.
They
And
get
oh no,
Marg 3 times in a row. And just like okay,
Grazlu is here to. Oh no, No, he's a paper rank. No, hard
No,
offense. Get out of there.
I don't know about that. They ain't getting any rank buffs.
Come here, puppy.
Oh, maybe they just
Wait.
have the regular thing.
We got to see how they play.
All right,
Wait,
so
never
immediately
mind.
taking
Never
two
mind.
headshots, not taking any evasive movements at all, trying to act like a cardboard stand, playing most of their cards as your trap card. I feel like that might be SDD, you know? And now would be the time to play it. Pyromania, but is it going to pay off? No, it doesn't. And no double explosion. I could only wonder what that card was. No jump energy drink. We're actually seeing a reroll. It's not going to help them with their no jump situation, but shotgun definitely will.
Just commentating the random 1v1.
Is it paper?
Hey, that's the new bet. We have to bet on
All
their
right.
rank, actually. No,
All
they're
right, yeah.
general. I was right.
Thanks to hard offense.
Thank you for special cameo, hard offense.
Thank you,
We're very
special
sorry.
cameo hard offense. We love you. But
Yeah, I'm very excited for people to see a katana be their passive for lane.
oh yeah, I cannot wait for Sable passive. But I guess that's that.
I also want to announce that there is a new feature for the friend class Discord
Oh.
server in the works.
How exciting.
Yes.
Do I know about this?
That's all. Yeah, you know.
I do. Oh, okay, I don't know what he's talking about, but apparently I do.
All right, we're gonna talk about it away from you. So, yeah. Here, just for a second. Okay, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are we thinking?
Welcome back.
I'm so
So,
offended.
So we actually got it all discussed. We are banning you from the. We're banning you from Spike, so that way you don't have to suffer anymore and look at.
Yes,
your
because I
terrible
currently
stats.
play in my own tournament where the only prize is me losing less money.
It's for your own good.
It's for your own good. Does it suck seeing the Grazlu Grazlu threw.
No, I mean, even with him throwing, it was still a very close game, which is just more of a testament to his raw skill level. I mean, I'm fine with paying or with Skater winning.
As soon as I brought it up, you sounded so sad.
I just always sound sad. That's the thing.
You don't always sound sad.
Well, you do. You're always getting bullied. I understand.
I'm sitting here with a smile and tears in my eyes. Don't worry.
That's my job.
Tears from the
That's my
sand you got
job.
in your eyes.
But yeah, I guess that's that. And Grazlu, if you want to give us a quick countdown for the end, but thank you to everybody who came in. Thank you to everybody who watched and joined, and absolutely to everybody who stuck in. Thank you to all the friends on my end that came by to watch. I really do hope, even if you guys didn't comment, you guys recognize my face. And yeah, anyone else have some parting words?
I mean, just more so echoing the sentiment that a lot of the players have put in is purchase FEF. It is a great game to play with your friends. My friends, when they introduced me to this, they only thought it would be a little short 20-hour experience, and it ended up being a game that I put over 500 hours in. So,
I'm just laughing now.
Yeah, jokes on them. Besides that, just yeah, be excited for the next Friends Clash. That's coming.
In chat, someone give him
Yeah.
money right now. We need more charities.
Don't give him money right now. Yeah, if you ever want to donate, you feel free to contact me, and we can. It will be donated to the next prize pool. We do not.
And
take
it
any
will.
proceeds.
And it will be donated to the next prize pool. I've never seen a dishonest bone in Jay's body.
This is true. As the sole honest Spike player, he can't do it.
He actually can't lie. It's kind of sad.
I agree.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. We got you.
All right. Guess that wraps it up, right?
I believe so.
Thanks, huh?
Bye bye,
Thanks again,
everybody.
guys.
Stay rocking.